Just a reminder, this game is rated M by the ESRB. Oh my goodness. At least Richmond will be good and we'll have a place, right? Even though everybody here hates us.
Well, there's a happy sight. Can you help us get the gate open?
Almost didn't recognize you, Jesus.
Hey!
Once I got in contact with my people, I headed right back. Had to make sure you folks were safe.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
We'll keep the muertos away. Just get me to the gate so I can open it up.
Oh, right. Buttons. This is a video game.
We're almost there. Javi, get in the busket and I'll lift you to the top of the gate.
Busket?
The thing in the front, the scooper thing, whatever, get in it.
Scooper thing. That'll do it. Yeah, no more zombie guts for today.
Yeah, busket.
Busket? Is that what it's actually called? Oh, come on. Okay. Getting up high again, my favorite.
I'll have
Luckily,
it open in a second.
he didn't like break our hands or anything.
They couldn't just have an open gate button.
Seriously though. This one.
Definitely not.
This one. Doesn't do anything. This one? Aha! It had to be the green button, of
You
course.
did it, Javi.
Bingo.
Let's get inside and wrangle.
Do they really let you
together.
press all the
If we
buttons?
get them in one group, we can lead them right out.
One of the buttons just explode. Oh. Whoops. My bad. So much for a wall. Smash, smash. I wish we had horses. Oh, Jesus.
Full steam ahead.
Alright, let's shoot some zombies. Man, I do not feel safe up here. It's like I press and it doesn't take my input because it's too fast.
Fuck this.
Shift E? Oh, shit. I'm dead. Oh no. You never made me press shift before. I hate this game sometimes. It's like suddenly this combo that you've never had to use before. I pressed it though. Oh no. Let's see how many times I die because it won't take this.
Fuck this.
It's shift and E, right? There it goes. It's like not
You're piling
detecting
up on
it.
the thing. The busket.
The basket?
Shit, I'm empty.
Why didn't you bring more guns, dummy?
Here, take over.
Oh. Why didn't I just take your
plug
gun?
the breach with the damn truck.
Excuse me. Excuse me, Mr. Zombies. Uh-huh.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Sure. Sure. This is the weirdest game to play driving scene in, just by the way.
Fingers crossed.
We got this. We're gonna save Richmond, guys. This is the first town where we actually fix stuff. And smash. Sure. They'll never get through that.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Please don't let us die.
Jesus! Over here! We need to round up these walkers! Head them towards the gate!
Welcome back.
I thought we were coming back to, well, not to this.
Didn't we already welcome him back?
Just a little surprising, that's all.
This? Oh, this is just another Tuesday in Richmond.
We need to get it under control. Trouble in one place usually finds its way to another.
It's true.
Javi, look! It's Clem!
Oh, look, Gabe. What happened?
No, he's fine. He's just banged up.
What happened, Clem?
Their car got overrun with walkers and crashed. I was barely able to save Gabe.
What about David?
David's dead.
We didn't see him die.
I'm just glad you found Gabe in time. Thank you.
Thank you for saving Gabe. I don't know what I'd do if I lost him too.
Of course. When I got there, it looked like David had turned. And that Gabe had to stop him.
Oh, God.
Oh, Gabe.
It's horrible.
Javi? My dad, he...
I know,
Are
buddy.
you kidding me?
He's gone.
No, he wanted me to tell you. Take care of each other.
This
Where did you
game.
find them?
It's
A
so
little ways
emotional.
outside of town. Not too far.
Can you take Gabe somewhere safe?
Yeah, sure.
Why?
Come on, Javi.
But my son needs
Where are we
me.
going?
A funeral.
Oh. I guess we're gonna see him die, and then that way we know he actually did die. What if Kenny just showed up right now, though? That'd be great. Does he show back up in 4? That would be awesome. I would love to see Kenny again. He always made things right.
Over here, Kate. It's this way.
If we had gone after Gabe, would we have had to shoot David? That would have been so much better. Oh, poor Gabe. I feel bad. I should have been there.
Oh my God. Poor David.
Poor Gabe.
Poor Gabe.
Exactly.
I can't imagine.
Yeah. Poor Gabe. He shouldn't have had to suffer that.
Yeah. He talked about this every day. What to do when he died.
Really? That's kind of morbid. Yeah, I did. I understand there's multiple
He
endings.
was convinced it would happen in the field.
Oh, David
Every
talked about
day.
it.
As common as talking about the weather.
It's fucking morbid.
I'm just gonna choose the options I say.
I used to hate talking about it, but it seemed to soothe him. He'd talk about his military funeral the way that other people talked about retirement plans.
Jesus.
He'd only change the subject if I promised I'd bury these. He didn't care about burying his body. As far as he was concerned, this was him. Help me dig. It doesn't have to be much.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's interesting. I didn't know that Clem would act any differently. I guess she would, because
We should
obviously she would have said
probably
the
say
thing we used
something.
her.
That's what you do. Usually.
I'm gonna keep watching out for Gabe. We'll take care of each
He
other.
just got his dad back, too.
Do you want to say something?
It's interesting. Would not want to be a programmer on this game. Be a pain in the ass.
Let's go.
Well, that's everything wrapped up in a nice little blanket. Aww. Man, Gabe is gonna be so fucked up. Hey, we're in Richmond still. Don't people hate us? Huh, I wonder where these photos come from. Our love is forever. We will be together again. What does that say? We miss you very much. You will be forever in our hearts. Forever in our hearts, be strong. I can't read that one. Well, yeah, also the environment's probably not great to program in. It's a good point.
It was his own fault. If you regret helping me, if you're feeling any guilt,
Dude, I'm good.
bury it. I mean it. Don't let it eat you up inside.
We need to move on. Move forward.
We do. And we will.
No, I think there needs to be less angry people in the world. It's sad because I think eventually we could have maybe gotten David to change, but it's so hard to pull somebody who wants to be a soldier out of something that
Usually
looks like
the
a
quiet
war.
scares me.
What about now?
There's a lot of work to be done. The herd could come back. Still, though, I feel more calm here than I ever did in an old van on streets with no streetlights. We earned this, Javi. We earned feeling calm in the quiet.
It won't last. It never does.
Let's start a family. You and
Whoa.
me. A fresh start. What do
We
you
have
say?
Gabe.
I think it'd be good for us.
You're on. Let's start a family.
Aw,
You
it's so
don't think
cute.
it's selfish? It's not the safest world outside of Richmond. Or inside it, truth be told.
Oh,
So
it's
long as I got
selfish.
you, I'm not too worried about it.
Aw, they're so cute. I mean, you gotta keep having kids, otherwise the world just ends
We'll be up
anyway.
there before we know it.
Better do something worthwhile in the meantime.
Aw. What does that look for? I guess he wasn't excited about having a kid? I don't know. Some of the writing in this last part is a little like, what? Hey, it's Conrad. Look, children that aren't dead.
And yet death was not something you could ignore.
Oh.
It had its weight. It seemed to her she had better not form the practice of ignoring death. If she tried it, death would find a way to answer back. It would take another of her loved ones to remind her to respect.
What's that you're reading?
Oh, some old book Francine always tried to get me to read. Cowboys and shit like that. Told her it wasn't my style. She would insist, though. And I'd insist right back otherwise.
Francine must have had good taste. Looks like you're enjoying it.
Just don't tell Francine.
I'm glad Conrad's alive too. He's a great guy, even though they kind of cut him out of most of the
Heading out?
season.
Yes, indeed. We came here to put an end to the raiding. Looks like that's been done. Glad
You're
we got
welcome.
it settled. Gotta move on.
I gotta admit, man, you're a fucking badass.
You're a real charmer.
Yep, that's me.
You know that? Through and through.
Oh, you know what they say. Takes one to know one.
That they do. I don't meet a lot of people like you, Javi. Someone genuinely good. It was my pleasure. Second chances are in short supply these days. That's what this place can be if you let it. Trust me, though. Life within walls is a hell of a lot different than life on the road.
Yeah.
Don't take shortcuts like Joan. You gotta do the right thing.
So I'm guessing Joan died?
Always. Good days, and especially bad.
Absolutely. The right thing. No matter what.
Good to hear.
Jesus
I
is
read
the only
people
one
pretty
that
well.
knows
Little
that
gift
one
of
time
mine.
I didn't.
You're a capable guy, Javi. Change is in the air here. You can lead that change, and I think you should. For the better. God knows this town could use it.
I guess.
You know what? I'm gonna step up. Lead this place in the right direction.
Then as far as I'm concerned, Richmond's in much better hands than it was.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Jesus?
Hey, Gabe.
Thanks for, you know, not letting me get killed. And for coming
Always
back to help
flirt.
us.
Yeah. Thanks for that, man.
I'm
Pay
so
it
glad
forward.
Gabe's okay.
Be vigilant. Trouble never stays too far away.
I'm glad everybody doesn't just flat out hate us here.
So you're out of here too, huh?
Yeah. It's time. I have to find AJ, Javi. I've waited so long. But could you do me one last favor before I leave?
I feel like you're running up on your tab here, Clem. We got you your car. Oh, it's breaking my heart. This episode is breaking my heart. This is so
I used
cute.
to do this for my niece.
That's nice of you.
She thought I was terrible at it.
Were you?
None of your business.
I'm really gonna miss Gabe. I mean, he's super annoying sometimes, but I've gotten used to having him around. At least to have someone to talk to, even if he is a total dork.
Not that he said anything to me in particular, but you know the guy's got a Mondo crush on you, right?
He does not.
Oh my gosh, you have a crush on him too?
I do not.
You both have my blessing.
I'm gonna stab you with those scissors.
Yep.
I have to see AJ, Javi. I have to see that he's okay.
Just come
Do you
back,
think he
Clem.
remembers me? At least a little? Maybe?
Who could forget you, Clem? No one who knew you, I guarantee it.
He's cutting her hair so short.
Maybe. Everyone told us he was better off. After everything that's happened, I'm starting to think they're right. I don't know if I was a good mom or not. I can't stop thinking about it.
Did you love him?
With all of my heart.
And of course you were.
I love these two, like, as friends. They're so good together.
Gabe told me you used to play baseball.
I did. I loved it.
He told me you fucked it all up, too.
Talks a lot, that Gabe.
Yep. Sure did.
Well, you survived,
I had to.
but you loved it. How do you survive that? How? If you really loved it, how?
That's what's good about a broken heart. When you're looking at it all broken and shattered on the floor, you figure out the pieces you need versus the ones you liked. If you're ready to move on, that is.
Ugh.
Yeah, that would be creepy otherwise. Definitely as friends.
All done.
as a fatherly figure to
Well,
a
how's it
young
look?
woman. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, she's so grown up,
You know
guys.
what? I'll grab your hat.
Ew, I didn't know that was a ship, but
I remember this team. Your dad ever teach you about baseball?
No, not really.
Well, you come back, and I'll tell you all about it.
It's a deal.
I love her hair so much.
If I bring AJ back with me, will you teach him too?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
You bet. He belongs with you, Clementine. Bring him back.
Yeah. People are creepy. Yeah, why can't people just be friends? Yeah, that's true. People in this fandom can be creepy. Man, she looks so cute with her new do and her new jacket. And soon-to-be boyfriend. Although that's a really complicated relationship because he's like just becoming an adult and she's already like raised a kid. Good thing she can't see her haircut because if she didn't want it that way, she'd be pretty upset. It's pretty asymmetrical, Javi. Guys, I think I found my future haircut. It's gonna happen. Hey, look! Results! You refused David's hand after he punched you on the night your father died. You tried to leave Richmond without David. In his time of need, you distanced yourself from David. Gabe had to brain his own father after David turned. Well, when you list it out like that, it sounds terrible. Let me turn down this music real quick. Yeah, when you list it as like you punched him, or after he punched you, you just walked away and you were just a dick the whole time. David was a hard relationship to maneuver because he's like borderline like abusive and this music's so loud. Yeah. Yeah, I mean he's like the angry guy that deals with everything with anger. So it's a very hard relationship to maneuver around. And I mean it's kind of interesting because it brings back the whole Kenny thing too, but it was interesting to say the least, but to say that he is dead now so it's resolved is kind of a terrible thing, but in the end it's probably for the best that he didn't just go off with Gabe because he probably would have gotten Gabe killed. Aww. You kissed Kate. You supported Kate. You told Kate you wanted a future. You told Kate you wanted a family. Yeah. I went super hardcore on that ship. But I mean, I feel like they lined that out from the beginning, so how could you not? And plus, once we found out that David like completely abandoned his family and didn't even try, I was like, I mean, it's just sitting there. I mean, you might as well pick it up and do something with it. Yeah, it would be very annoying for people because Kenny I feel like was a little bit more justified because his anger and aggression was coming out of pain and hurt and loss, whereas anger and aggression was just pure hatred. So there's similarities, but it's a completely different type of anger. Yeah. There's definitely I feel like there's choices where you're doing either the wrong thing or the right thing. There's less gray area in this season, but there's still a little bit of gray area. your experience with Gabe was caring, because of course it was. What are you supposed to be, a dick to him? He's your son. You made Gabe happy by agreeing to stay in the trailer for the night. You told Gabe the truth about his neighborhood friend. You helped Kate save Richmond before going after Gabe. Well, when you put the last one in there, it kind of doesn't sound like very caring. I don't really like that they made you choose between Kate and Gabe in the end, because it's like, well, it's not. I guess it wasn't really a choice between Kate and Gabe, because it was more like Gabe who wanted to go with his father and wants to save his father, or Kate who wants to save people. Oh, really? If you don't romance her, she's kind of boring. Well, I mean, yeah, if you get snubbed and then, like, you're sitting there the whole time next to this guy who's just snubbed every advance, like, I would be bleh, too. Yeah, I think that's a silly reason to not go and... I mean, in this kind of world... I don't know, you know, in any world, any person that walks out of a relationship, regardless of whether or not they do it, like, by the book, like, you know, it's open season. Ugh, fucking Trip. I'm so mad about Trip. Trip should not have died. You reassured Trip. We put so much into this relationship. Look at this. You reassured Trip. Then you went to the junkyard with Trip. Finally, you picked Trip to live. But then Joan was a bitch and shot him. And then freaking Eleanor lives, by the way. And she's a terrible human being. You left Eleanor. Then Eleanor informed Joan. Oh, so if we had gone with Eleanor and trusted her, would she not have told Joan? And didn't get Trip killed? Oh, really? She gets petty. Yeah, it makes sense that they would make you choose between Gabe and Kate. It was kind of an unbalanced choice, in my opinion. So my question is, if we didn't kill the doctor and if we had gone with her that first time to the junkyard, would she have sold us out? Is that what the two things were? Because really, ultimately, we snubbed Eleanor from the beginning because I wanted to go after Kate anyway. I didn't really forgive her either. Ooh. You know what? Screw Eleanor. I can see how some would like romance her instead. And in the beginning, it was like, oh, it's backup Kate. But she kind of went down this path that I was like, I don't like her in the slightest. Oh, okay. Oh, so there is no romance. Okay, well, screw her. She sucks. Oh man, all these people are dead. Maybe we didn't save as many as we thought. Clementine declined Ava's offer to meet with the new Frontier. I don't know what that affected anything because we were playing as Javi, but whatevs. Then you convinced Ava to help you after she caught you and Gabe stealing because charisma Javi. In the end, despite your not picking her to live, Ava died, saving you on the overpass. I don't see how that was a choice. I mean, she's the one that chose that. Clementine chose that. This is the only one that had to do with me, and it's because Javi didn't know her. I mean, she helped us with guns at one time, but of course we didn't pick her. We didn't know her that well. Yeah, I don't understand how this was a choice and what affected it. Yeah, I guess, but it seems like I don't know. It's like here's a stranger that Clementine met and knew. And then she helped you that one time. Are you going to save her life over somebody who's helped you multiple times and is basically your best friend? No? Weird. Well, she's going to help you anyway. It's like, what? All right. Clementine ignored Lingard's medical advice regarding AJ. Of course. Then you gave Lingard a lethal injection because he asked for it. And I feel like anybody that wants an out in the apocalypse deserves that out. And Lingard told you AJ's location shortly before dying. I feel like Clementine would have found it a different way if we hadn't killed him, and it probably would have helped David's story if only what's his face was Badger was dead. But I don't know, that guy sucked. We saved, you know what? We saved a lot of medicine for sick people in the future. That's what we did good there. Oh, well, that's dumb. Yeah. I can see why people would just play that they know what's going to happen, so they pick the right person. But I didn't want to piss off Trip by picking Ava. Like, what if I picked Ava and then she shot Ava and then I don't know. I don't. Yeah. Ava was cool. She's a cool fighter, but I feel like Javi as a character didn't know Ava very well. The only reason we knew her a little bit and that she was cool is because of Clementine, which is kind of unfair to the Javi character, but you coached Francine through Conrad's poker game. Yes, we did. In the end, Conrad wouldn't have made it without you. I mean, I think he did all right. Also, you told Conrad that Francine had good taste in books. What a great relationship. Just beautiful. I feel like they left out a lot of things there, but whatever. When you met him, you trusted Jesus and didn't bind his hands. I didn't know that was an option. Then you promised Jesus to always do the right thing in helping Richmond survive. Lastly, you promised Jesus you would help lead Richmond, which is interesting. I'm interested to see how that plays out. Really? I thought Trip was okay. I didn't have a problem with him. Freaking Joan. They don't even tell you if she's dead or not. Ah, that's so annoying. It's okay. Clementine will shoot her. You kept your mouth shut when Joan baited you about Mariana's death. Yes, we did, because we were going for the plan. Then you brought Max to expose Joan to the Richmond Council. That didn't go as planned. Currently, Joan's whereabouts are unknown. Great. I mean, she's probably in the warehouse with all the supplies she stole from all the cities. That's where I would go. But yeah, I think it's sad if people didn't even get to see like Conrad as a person. I would have liked him to be around more because honestly, he reminded me a lot of like I don't even know what a good example is. I guess like Sarita, I guess, but just like a calm, level-headed person to be around, which is so rare in these games. Florida. Maybe Kenny can shoot Joan for us. Oh no, what if Jenny came... Jenny. What if Kenny came back and was like, hey Clementine, this is my new wife, Joan. And Clementine just shoots her in the face. Like, sorry Kenny, you picked the wrong one this time. That would be so terrible. You know what? Kenny's not dead, guys. You can't convince me because we didn't see him die. Anyway, Clint kicked you out of Richmond for murdering Rufus. Well, that's fair. You know what? We probably shouldn't have shot that guy. That's the only thing that I actually do regret is that we shot an unarmed man. You know. It was in the heat of the moment. No. You can't tell me secrets. Then you took Clint's deal and spared Joan's life. That's true, we could have killed Joan. That's another regret. I regret my whole relationship with Clint. Finally, David shot Clint on the stage after he agreed to Clint's deal because he's a psychopath. Oh, man. I know. I appreciate that too. Well, I don't know if I want to play any part. Oh, there's a little after scene. Oh, hold on, pause. Let me turn back up the... I'm guessing this leads into season 4. Look at her just being a badass. Like, I don't care. I got a pistol with infinite ammo. You know, the more zombies you take out, the less of a herd there will ever be.
Find you, AJ.
She's so grown up, guys. Now I have to set up the next game because I don't have it on Steam, so I gotta actually like tell it what all my choices are. I might do that now, just so I don't screw it up. Yeah, let's do that now. You guys can help me remember. Hold on, first I gotta open the Epic launcher because it's not on Steam anymore. Oh, man. That's true, you should always use the knife. I don't know why she was using a gun. It's like...